Hello students. So this question is from the topic LCM. We study LCM and HCF for the CSAT. So this is the application level of LCM question. Here, what is the smallest number greater than 1000? That when divided by any one of the numbers 6, 9, 12, 15, 18 leaves a remainder of 3. Which means, suppose a number it is completely divisible by 6, 9, 12, 15 and 18 and we are adding 3 to that number, we will get these options, any one of these options. So we can write that is 163 minus 3 which is equal to 160 or 170, 180, 100, 1180. So one of these four numbers, it is divisible by 6, 9, 12, 15 and 18. Okay, because here they need to leave remainder 3. That is, when we add 3 to any one of these number, we will get these numbers and that leaves a remainder 3. So which means one of these number, it is completely divisible by 6, 9, 12, 15 and 18. That is, it does not leave any remainder. Okay. So in order to find that number, we need to find the LCM of 6, 9, 12, 15 and 18. So to find out the LCM, we use the prime factorization method. That is, we can factorize 6 as 2 into 3. That is in terms of prime numbers. Similar way, 9, you can write it as 3 square. 12 is 2 square into 3. And 15 is 3 into 5. And 18 is 2 into 3 square. Okay. So LCM of 6, 9, 12, 15 and 18 is, we need to write all the numbers are given in here. Okay. So here 2 is there, 3 is there and then 5 is there. Okay. So we pick up all the numbers that are representing in this factorization. So 2 is there is 3 and then there is 5. Then we will apply the maximum power of among these factorization. Okay. So here the power of 2 is 1. Here the power of 2 is square. And here the power of 2 is 1. So the maximum power of 2 is 2 square. So we give 2 square here. Similar for 3. Here 3 is 3 raised to 1. 3 square. Then 3 raised to 1. 3 raised to 1. 3 square. So the maximum power of 3 is 3 square and here also 3 square. So it is 3 square. Then for 5 it is only 1. So 5 raised to 1. So multiplying these, we will get the value of LCM. That is 4 into 9 into 5, which is equal to 4 into 9, 45. 4 into 9, 36. 36 into 5, 180. That is LCM is 180. So here we need to find out that the smallest number greater than 1000. We got LCM as 180, which means the multiplication of that LCM, that is multiplication of 180, it will be divisible by 6, 9, 12, 15 and 18. Okay, this LCM 180 is divisible by these all numbers and the multiplication of 180, that is 180 into 2, which is 360. This 360 also will be divisible by these 5 numbers. In similar way, you need to find out the multiplication of 180, which is just above 1000, which means for simple method, we can find out the multiple of 18, which is above 100. So 18 into 6, which is which is 6 into 10, 60, 60 plus 48, which means 108. So 18 is 6, 108. So 180 into 6, it will be 118. So 180 will be completely divisible by 6, 9, 12, 15 and 18. So 180 plus 3 will give 183. That means 180 is 1080 is completely divisible by 6, 9, 12, 15 and 18. So 1083 will leave a remainder 3 on divide by 6, 9, 12, 15 and 12. So the correct option is option C, 183, or you will get 180 here. So you can put the answer is, that is option C, 183 is the correct answer. So this question, it can be solved by the LCM method. It can also be solved by the divisibility rule applying. So here we have 6 and 9, and primarily we take 9. So divisibility rule of 9 state that the number will be divisible if the sum of the digit is a multiplication of 9, or it is divisible by 9. Here sum of the digit 1 plus 6, it is 7, it is not divisible by 9. 1 plus 7, it is 8, it is not divisible by 9. 1 plus 8, it is 9, which is divisible by 9. And 1 plus 1 plus 8, it is 10, it is not divisible by 9. And from applying divisibility rule also, we can find out the answer of the question. That is 1083. In this question, we need to find out the smallest and largest 3-digit number divisible by 8, 12, 15, which means you need to find out the LCM of 8, 12, 15 here, because you need to find out the smallest and largest 3-digit number divisible by 8, 12, 15, which means LCM, that is least common multiple, it should be divisible by 8, 12 and 15. So in order to find the LCM of 8, 12, 15, we use factorization method. That is, 8 can be factorized as 2 cube, 12 is 2 square into 3, that is prime factorization, and 15 is 3 into 5. And to find out the LCM, we put all the numbers we get in the factorization, that is 2 is here, and there is 3 into, and there is 5. So then we apply the maximum power. Okay, here the we have 2 cube and 2 square. We will take the 2 cube, that is 2 cube, and for 3 that is 3 raised to 1 and 3 raised to 1. So 3 raised to 1, and for 5 it is 5 raised to 1. So the LCM of 8, 12, 15 is 2 cube. 2 cube is 8. 8 into 3 into 5, that is 3 into 5 is equal to 15. So 8 into 15, you get 120 as LCM. So LCM of 8, 12, 15 is 120, which means 120 is divisible by both 8, 12 and 15. So 120 is divisible by 8, 12 and 15, which means the smallest 3-digit number divisible by 8, 12, 15 is 120. So the smallest number, which is 120, that is a 3-digit number, which is divisible by 8, 12, 15 is 120. Then to find out the largest 3-digit number divisible by 8, 12, 15. Here we know that the multiplication of this LCM, that is 120, 240, 360, such a way these multiples of LCM, it also be divisible by 8, 12 and 15. That is 240 is also divisible by 8, 12 and 15. 360 is also divisible by 8, 12 and 15. So in order to find out the largest 3-digit number divisible by 8, 12, 15, we will find out the largest number below 1000, which are divisible by 120. So we know that 120 into 8. 120 into 8 means 960. 120 into 9 is 1080. Here we cannot take this number because it is a 4-digit number. We need 3-digit number which is divisible by 8. So the 3-digit number is 960, which is a multiple of 120. That is the largest 3-digit number divisible by 8, 12, 15 is 960. Here we need to find the LCM and HCF of 72, 36 and 144. Okay. So in order to find the LCM and HCF, we use prime factorization method. That is, in the first step, we factorize 72 into prime factorization. That is, you get 72 as 2 into 36, which is 36 factorization. That is 2 into 18, which means 2 into 9, that is 3 square. So 72, you can write it as 2 cube into 3 square. 2 cube is 8, 3 square is 9. So 72 is 8 into 9, 72. Similar way, 36, you can factorize it as 36 is 9 into 4 or 2 square into 3 square. 2 square is 4 and 3 square is 9. So 4 into 9, 36. This is the prime factorization of 36. And for 144, you will get 2 raised to 4 into 3 square. Okay, 2 raised to 4 is 16. 16 into 9, you will get 144. Now, you need to find the LCM. LCM of 72, 36 and 144. And also the HCF also. So, HCF of 72, 36 and 144. So, in order to find out HCF, that is HCF means highest common factor. So, in order to find the HCF, we pick out the common number in this prime factorization. Okay, 72 we have 2 cube into 3 square, 36 we have 2 and 3, and 144 we have 2 and 3. So 2 is common in all three numbers. So we will write 2 here, and 3 is also common in these three numbers. Here there is 3, and here for 36 there is 3, and 144 there is 3. So we will take 3 also. Now for HCF we will apply the minimum power. So for 2 the minimum power is, here we have 2 cube, 2 square and 2 raised to 4. So minimum power is 2 raised to 2, that is 2 square. So you will take 2 square here, and for similar way minimum power for 3 we have 3 square, 3 square, 3 square. So that is our same, that is we will take 3 square. So HCF is 4 into 9, which is 36. The highest common factor is 36. Now for LCM we will take all the numbers. That is, here we only have 2 and 3. So we take 2 and 3. Suppose we have another number 5 or 7, we will take that also. Okay, so here we only have 2 and 3. So we will take 2 and 3 in the LCM. Then in the HCF we apply minimum power. Now in the LCM we apply maximum power. So here for the 2 we have 2 cube, 2 square, 2 raised to 4. So we will take 2 raised to 4 for the LCM. That is 2 raised to 4 into, for similar way, 3 square. For 3 also we take the maximum power. Here we have, for all three, we have 3 square. So we will take 3 square, which means 2 raised to 4, which is 16. 2 raised to 4 is 16 into 3 square, which is 9. So 16 into 9, you will get 144. So 144 is the LCM of 72, 36 and 144. The LCM is 144. This is the way you will find out LCM and HCF.
Gallant IAS, chasing your passion to ace.